To some of you, and I am sure to even our colleges and the faculty from the different colleges to get a chance to see what kind of work that we are doing here. So really we are hoping that this gives us an opportunity to not just work with our colleges, but also with some of your colleges and have an opportunity to hire some of the best and the brightest for fantastic futures at Vee Technologies. I don't want to hold you longer on this note from my side, and with that, I'm going to invite Chocko to come and say a few words to us today. May I welcome Chocko Valliappa here.
Good evening, everyone. I think I met some of you already. If you can't see me, it might be a little shorter than Chocko, but anyways. So, first of all, like Neil said, thank you very much for coming and joining us. Visiting our campuses and seeing a little bit of Vee Technologies in the maybe 60 minutes we spent on campus. I think I had the opportunity to meet some of our principals who are over here, and like I said when we met, I think the main reason why we're all here, not just our faculty from the Sona College itself, but all the other colleges who have come here. Thank you, Dr. Kader, for making this possible for the other principals also to be here. So round of applause for Dr. Kader also. Yeah? So I think while we are sitting over here, our main intention, like I said, was to familiarize you with Vee Technologies. And also I think we want at the end of this to leave you as our ambassadors from Vee Technologies at the colleges that you all represent over here. Because at the end of it, I think we have a lot of, we as in VEE, has a lot of opportunities, and we want to tap the talent in your colleges to be able to come and join us as employees at Vee Technologies. Right? So I think that is our main intent. Like I also spoke when we met, especially with the principals from other colleges, we want to definitely interact with you, possibly very soon, maybe in the next couple of weeks, because we are hiring large numbers of freshers, and we want to make sure that the reason you're here is you're some of the best colleges in this region. So we want to come to your campus, we want to meet you, we want to meet your students, and I think we all want to convert them to VENs very shortly. So that is the real intent for all of this. Okay. So with that, I'll hand it over to Chocko. Chocko, over to you.
Yeah. Very good morning to you all. Vanakkam to all the people who have come. So I always don't believe in presentations, I believe in pictures. So I'm just walking you back perhaps 100 years as we speak. This is where our journey started. For those of you who have not seen our native home in Chettinad, we are actually celebrating 100 years of this house in June. So hopefully we'll all invite you to come in and have a look. This is where our journey started 100 years ago, and our founder started as a journalist, became an industrialist, an educationalist and a philanthropist, and became one of the world's largest textile operator and also a very large educationalist, Thiagarajar, as you might have known. And what we believe as a philosophy, we believe in the Artha Shastra. The Artha Shastra actually says what you got from your forefathers is their gift to you. What you do with what you have is your gift to them. So there you see our former chairman Garlanding, our founder, and in terms continuing the journey. And the journey continued further, and where we have our chairman continuing the journey of serving society. So for 3 generations we've been servicing, and hopefully the 4th generation also will live up to that. And that's how the Sona Group started in the 1920s, about 100 years ago. And this is actually 1958. In Rajaji's house where Thiagarajar Polytechnic started. So that's how the journey started at that time. And chairman was also responsible for getting IT to India when he got a company called Texas Instruments which brought a satellite through on a bullock cart, and that's how IT movement started in India. So no one imagined that a small step there in a bullock cart, the satellite unloading, will unleash India into the new frontier of the world. So that was a game changer in the 1984 when we brought that. Then Vee's first contract we signed in 2000, and that's how Vee Technologies was born, to outsource one of America's largest health insurance company called Cigna Healthcare, and they outsourced the claim processing. So Vee Technologies was born then, and we started in Bangalore, and our natural choice, of course, thanks to Chairman for pushing us to Salem as well. So that's how we started in Salem in the year 2000. And so a lot of people, like, when I speak to our team in Salem, they keep saying that இவ்வளோ பெரிய கம்பெனி சேலத்தில் இருக்கு அப்படின்னு யாருக்குமே தெரியாது, Vee Technologiesனா நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரியாது அப்படின்னு they used to say, யாருக்குமே தெரியாது சார், நான் Vee Technologies வேலை செய்கிறேன்னா தெரியாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. But Vee Technologies is a 600 crore plus company today. We have 7,000 employees. We are adding 300 employees every month. ஒவ்வொரு மாசமும் 300 employees add பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். So that's who Vee Technologies is. And Salem, we want to grow. Our roots are in Salem. So நாங்க ஆலமரம்னு சொல்றோம் இங்க emblem. We like to put our roots everywhere, but our deepest root is in Salem. So so we want to grow faster in Salem, grow more in Salem, and we are wedded to Salem. But we want you to popularize that in Salem, because the opportunity for a lot of kids, they immediately only think of Bangalore or Chennai, Angana, they want to go. But Inge, itna vaayippu irukke appadinu a lot of people don't know. So if you see our top 5 goals, so everybody in Vee Technologies will tell you this is the top 5 goals. So for the company, so our target this year is about 600 crores, and we also value this micro company. So this micro company is where we actually form every 15 employees of a company actually form a micro company. So 15-20 employees, they form a company. They name the company themselves, whatever they want, and they have targets and focus areas. And there's a prize money of 20 lakhs to be won by the teams. So why we do this is we are trying to get a lot of entrepreneurship from the students, from the employees, so that they can think differently and come up with innovative solutions and things like that. And the third one is where we are all assembled here. We want to hire faster, we want to recruit better, and we want to retain our teams so that we can fulfill our customers' requirement. The fourth one is because the world is changing fast, so we are trying to enable them with technology. So we are not a BPO alone, we are also a technology services company. You will see that from our IT and things like that. And we are also, as we are growing so fast, we are trying to improve our systems and processes and things like that. So Vee Technologies actually features every June, the Fortune magazine comes up with the edition of the top 100 global services companies in the world. And Vee Technologies has been there now, I'm not sure, maybe 7-8 years, 6 years. So last 6 years, we've been in Fortune magazine's top 100 global services companies. And more than that, the customers have to vote who's the best for customer satisfaction. And I'm happy to say that Vee Technologies was voted as the best company for customer satisfaction by Fortune. Thank you. That's our office in New York. If you say, like, the main road in Chennai is, say, Mount Road or Anna Salai, we are right in 5th Avenue. So that tall building you see is our building on top of the next building. That's our office on 5th Avenue and 42nd Street. And so Vee Technologies also has been featured by Inc. Inc. magazine ranks the top 5,000 companies which are fastest growing. Company வளருது, போன வருஷத்துலேருந்து இந்த வருஷம் வளர்ந்துகிட்டே இருக்கணும். அந்த இதில் we've been consistently in the rank from 2016 onwards. We've been ranked. So that was almost 7 years. We've been continuously there in terms of the fastest growing companies in America. And that's our team in the US. So we are one of the few companies which are truly American from an American's perspective. So the look and feel of Vee Technologies USA is American. So that when our customers are there, they see that Vee Technologies is an American company. That's what has enabled us to get a lot of our customers. So that's the view of Times Square from our office, the night view. So that's the working conference in Vee Technologies USA. I'm just taking you back so you can have a look. So we reached Hyderabad this year, Hyderabad was a center that we wanted to. We are looking at opening 10 centers this year, and this is a center in Hyderabad that we just inaugurated. And one of the things about, I'm trying to mix a little bit about our facilities and things like that. And one of the unique aspects is that Vee Technologies gets to work with some of the top firms in the world. You cannot even dream of working for Gensler. Gensler is every architect's dream, because that's the world's largest architectural firm. They are there in 49 countries, and they're literally, if Gensler is there, the other architectural firms are here. So the top architectural firm in India will probably be 1/10 of Gensler. So 10 மடங்கு பெருசு among the top architectural firms in the world. Gensler is a direct client of Vee Technologies. And what we do for Gensler is even more inspiring, because in terms of Gensler is an architectural company, and so they have this tool to do cost intelligence platform. So they want to, ஒரு கட்டடம் கட்டினா அந்த கட்டடத்தில் என்ன எவ்வளோ செலவு பண்ணுறோம், சே 2000 ரூபா 3000 ரூபான்னு சொல்கிறோம், அதில் எவ்வளோ இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம் in say cement or steel or something, whatever. So they said that we want to give you that, and we want you to input that data and give it to us. And our team in Salem actually, Rangasamy saw this, and there he said, we can easily automate the whole thing. And Gensler has written a case study on this. It is there on Gensler's website. The cost intelligence platform for construction that is completely developed by our team, our business transformation team, the technology transformation team led by Ranga and Venkat from IT, and his team has developed that. So these are some of the things that the largest architectural company in the world is appreciating us and thanking us for taking them there. So, and this is a small town in West Bengal, sits our largest competitor in engineering services. If this company can handle 2,000 people in a small town in rural West Bengal, I'm sure with all the firepower of within here, 20 principals, professors, and all of you reach out to thousands of students. இன்னைக்கு இங்கே ஆசிரியர்கள்லாம் உட்காந்துருக்கீங்க, பிரின்சிபல்லாம் உட்காந்துருக்கீங்க. Each of you touch thousands of students. So you multiply that, we are talking about student population of about 1 lakh, 2 lakh students right across. And 18,000 students graduate from Periyar University, but we are not tapping that. So that's what I've come to ask you. So these are some of the companies we are working on. So Toll Brothers is the largest home builder in America. And who does the architectural modeling for Toll Brothers? That is actually done by Vee Technologies. In Salem, Shastri, I'm not sure, yeah, Shastri is there. So his team in Salem, in Elcott, they are designing the Toll Brothers house. So like that, and then, so that during the pandemic, between our engineers here and the principal Karthikeyan and the team from TPT and Sona College of Technology, so they come up together and we've designed a complete platform, all built in Salem, conceived in Salem, and delivered in Salem. So Sona Homes is an app which will transform home building for India, built in Salem. So these are the technologies that we are developing in. And so this is an app which is soon going to launch, and we expect every home builder to use this app to save about 20-30% in cost of construction. And then if you look at it, you'll think, what are we doing with fire engines? So America, 5 fire engine irundichuna, adula one fire engine designed by Vee Technologies. So we've developed this unique thing in developing fire engines and ambulances, the multi-speciality vehicle. So the plant, in the plant, நீங்க போய் பார்க்கணும்னா 1 mile. I've never seen a plant 1 mile length. That is the length of this company. One of their plants, 16 factory இருக்கு. ஒரு ஃபேக்டரி போனேன், காலையில் அவன் டைம் கொடுத்தது 5 o'clock கொடுத்தான். 5 o'clock I went to the factory. We saw the factory, 1 mile long from one end to the other end. So that is the size of these companies, and they're trusting Vee Technologies and they're trusting Salem. We want you to push this trust across to the students so that they can come in and start working for projects. And just yesterday, the chairman of this company, E1, earnings report, they have announced the earnings report yesterday, and they have said that this year we are going to focus more on offshoring. And who are they offshoring to? Vee Technologies. So these are some of the other engineering customers and things like that. For want of time, I will just run through. So that's, you all saw Salem V5. That's our team between US and India assembled there for our annual gathering, which happens every November. And we are proud that some of the best names in the industry are our clients. Literally the who's who of these people are there. Like if you see, Partners Healthcare is America's largest healthcare provider. Largest. So if Partners na neriya perukku theriyadhu, Harvard na ellarukku theriyum, Women's na theriyum, Mass Generals na people will know. So this is literally all the Boston hospitals put together as partners, and they are a client of ours, and they've been increasing their work to us year over year. John Hopkins is another name that you will recognize. There are many others that you might know, but I just want to highlight a few of them. University of Chicago. So all these universities are university health systems are very large, very large hospitals. So America, like 10 largest hospital, 6 hospitals are working with Vee Technologies. So we provide clinical analytics, which you saw the coding, and then the AR and other things are there. So these are the types of work that we are looking at. Delta Airlines, all the payments happens in Salem. So any bill comes from Delta Airlines, it comes to Salem, and our people are approving or not. And then there are lots of banks that we work with from an e-governance perspective too. And then in IT, we are the back end for Wipro. Wipro enna work panna mudiyati, they're sending it to us. And one of the big works that we have done is the National Stock Exchange. The National Stock Exchange work is built by our IT team. Today a lot of it is being done there. And we need people for all of these. So if you look at Sona Speed, we're developing rocket motors, but we need to scale it to the next level. How do we take that from a defense and engineering perspective? So that's something that we are looking at. And if you look at Akash missile systems, the entire missile systems e-learning has been designed by Vee Technologies, be it Tatra, be it BEL, be it BDL, Bharat Dynamics, and the list goes on. For literally, we've done the integration for the entire Akash missile system. So this is a new thing that we are developing on wearable technology. So in watch na wearable nenekirom, but there are a lot of technologies which have come out which enable us to get data. This is a small video for about 20-30 seconds. Hey. Is it playing? Internet connected? Yeah. Mic போடுறது பக்கத்துல. wearable technology. So these are all high-end things which require computing power, it requires analytics, it requires EC team, all of these things to come in. So I just wanted to show you what our future is. This is the state of India today. Job mela government of Tamil Nadu conduct பண்ணாங்க Thiagarajar Polytechnic and Sona campus ல 60000 பேர் வந்தாங்க இன்னைக்கு வேலை தேடி. So and all of us here are from colleges and things like that, and we are educating the new generation. And so that's how we conceived on HireMee. இன்னைக்கு 60000 பேர் வந்துட்டு போயிட்டாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு வேலை வேணும், இன்னைக்கு வேலை வேணும். ஒரு 55000 பேருக்கு அவரோட 5000 பேருக்கு வேலை கிடைச்சிச்சு. 55000 பேருக்கு கிடைச்சிச்சா இல்லையான்னு தெரியல, இன்னைக்கும் வேணும். But we don't have that application. That can easily be captured in HireMee. So that's the importance of HireMee, because students, especially in the மாதிரி சேலம் இடத்துல gems are there. இன்னைக்கு chartered accountancy exam எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா இந்தியாவில் மோஸ்ட் காம்படிட்டிவ் எக்ஸாம். அது மோஸ்ட் அந்த இடத்துல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரேங்க் ஹோல்டர் இந்த வருஷம் எங்கேருந்து வந்தான்? சேலத்துலேருந்து வந்தான். ஸோ சேலத்தில் we have gems. How do we identify the gems for the companies sitting outside? ஏன்னா கம்பெனிஸ் வந்து அவங்க பேக்யார்டில் மட்டும்தான் வந்து அவங்க கதவை திறந்து பார்த்துட்டு பக்கத்தில் இருக்க காலேஜுக்கு போய் ரெக்ரூட் பண்ணுறாங்க. ஸோ சென்னை காலேஜ் சென்னையை சுற்றி, பெங்களூர் காலேஜ் பெங்களூரை சுற்றி. பட் இந்த மாதிரி சேலம் மாதிரி இடத்துல வந்து ரெக்ரூட் பண்ணுறது வெரி வெரி ஸ்கேர். ஸோ ஹவு டு வி பிரிங் பீப்புள் அக்ராஸ்? ஸோ தட்ஸ் ஹவு வி கன்சீவ்ட் வித் HireMee. And now even with Japanese, I think we are training and Japan is using HireMee. And this assessment, you can easily put the thing. So student boy or assessment a free assessment. It's a free assessment. So that's why I encourage all the colleges to make sure that you are there, because you can Bosch la venuma vela, Flipkart la venumo, அந்த மாதிரி marquee companies 3000 companies இருக்காங்க HireMee ல. And இது வந்து தர்மத்துக்காக பண்றோம். It's a social enterprise. We are not charging money for the students, we are not charging money for the company, anything. It is we have a sustainable model, but it's a free thing. Why? Because we want good karma, because this is needed for India. ஏன்னா இந்தியால இன்னைக்கு வந்து between now and now 1.28 seconds, between now and now one job is needed. We are not doing that. 10 செகண்டுக்கு வேலை வரல, but every second a job needy is there. 200 million people are living below poverty line today, according to government of India. அவங்க வேலை சாப்பாடுக்கு இல்லை. So how படிச்சவங்க இருக்காங்க, lots of youth. We are trying to do this as a movement. So if nothing else, you should do it for India. You should make the students take the exam for India, for the sake of survival of India. ஏன்னா நிறைய மாணவர்கள் வந்தாங்கன்னா நல்ல கம்பெனிஸ் வருவாங்க, நல்ல கம்பெனிஸ் வந்தாங்கன்னா மாணவர்களுக்கு வேலை கிடைக்கும். So it's a chicken or the egg. So that's what we want you to do. It's a free assessment. இது வந்து 40 கோடி செலவழிச்சிருக்கோம் இந்த ஆப்ல, because we wanted to serve India and give the benefit to the youngsters of India. So the team can easily recruit from there, and the candidate search also has happened. They can do that, and this is blessed by Chairman and Vice Chairman of AICTE. Some of you may recognize, and we are also in NEET 2.0 in terms of that. And இது வந்து அமெரிக்கால எப்படி how we can train people faster and employ them அப்படின்னு ஒரு காம்படிஷன் வந்துச்சு. அது வந்து $5 million prize. So about 38 crores prize money. So we put our hat in, and we are presently delighted that we are the leaders in the race today, on this race to get the prize money. So 10 companies select பண்ணாங்க, 10ல இப்ப 5 வந்துட்டோம். 5லயும் we are leading the front. So we hope to. So we put a big team together, and the HireMee team is there to discuss with you over dinner too. So want of time, I'll just camper through some of these slides you've already seen. So this is the first building probably in India where the architect convinced us that the building is going to be double the cost, but it is going to increase the employee happiness by 7%. But it will be double the cost. So he said, what is important for you? Employees happiness 7% or double the cost? We took double the cost. 16 glass, smart glass, and any time you are only 20 feet away from the garden. So there's a building, garden, building, 40 feet. So every 20 adi, you're in the garden. So you can feel happy. That's the idea. And that's the environment we brought right in Salem. So this is what we want you to realize. And that's going to be the future. This is the master plan that we have. And the building that you saw here is in this corner here right now. So, and then our ask, as I'm concluding, we need about 300 students for IT. We need about, for MEP, mechanical, electrical and plumbing, I put 100, but maybe Shastri may increase it to 200 or something. Biotechnology and microbiology, I think some of you have interacted with Sendil who is here, will need about 1,000 people. And call center, I think some of our professors were interested, Sam, to see what is the night working and things like that. Call center, I put 400, but if we get one project, we may need it double. We are waiting on that project, we may need double. So a total of 1,800 to 2,000 people is an immediate requirement for Vee Technologies. That's why we called all of you today to see how can we harness this together. Neenga students develop pandringa engalukku aalunga venum, right in Salem. So how we can make this a win-win thing across. So that's exactly what we need. We need, if you are ready to take projects, we are ready to give you the projects in IT or something so that you can put a team together and deliver. We'll price it and we'll pay the students and the staff to do quality and project management. So that way the students get the hands-on skill. And again, so we have a large team right in Salem from Vee Technologies. We also have a great educational institution from an academia industry collaboration, be it here or winning awards and be NIRF ranking and those kind of things. So we want to see how we can establish this relationship better. So another new thing that I thought I'll share with the Salem public is that when I was a young kid, we used to go to Aircard Tipperary ஒரு இடம் அந்த Tipperary மரம் இந்த மரம் பார்த்துக்கிட்டே இருப்பேன். And I had a dream and I actually wrote a novel many years ago, about 25 years ago. I wrote a novel called The Aircard Connection, where I said that there will be a radio station which is built during Second World War, and it will be the most powerful radio station. But it took a long time. But come July, you will have 89.6 Sona FM started in Salem. So I thought I'll share that at the end. So that's concluding. This is Vee Technologies and Sona Group for you. So we have organizations across, be it mechanical, electrical, plumbing, civil, medical, IT, computer science, any of those kind of things, architecture, we all have it here. We also have Valliappa Foundation, which is doing excellent work in terms of taking society and helping society together. I think Shantini is here, and so she can speak about that too later when you are discussing. And we have actually won the Tech Mahindra Award for the best institution to develop their power here. So that's one, and then couple of others. Mycelium Sona is an agriculture startup that we launched today. That was launched today. So in one last sentence, what Sona Group is this one sentence. The Sona Group educates, engineers the world to serve society. It strives to make people healthier. We do this to bring global prosperity. So that's what we want as a company and as an organization to do. And that's why we chose the logo of the banyan tree, because it keeps on growing wherever it grows. It puts roots together. And I think I'll have our Chief Operating Officer Murali speak and share a few words from the company perspective, and then perhaps Krishnan for a few minutes after that. Yeah. And after that, we are happy to answer questions. So.
Yeah, good evening to all of you, and it's a great pleasure to have you with us this evening. I mean, நான் சிலதெல்லாம் சொல்லணும்னு நினச்சா அது எல்லாத்தையும் நிறைய வந்து சாக்கோவை கவர் பண்ணிட்டாரு. And also in keeping the time in mind. One main thing is on the last ஒரு slide காமிச்சார் Chocko. All the companies in our group. I mean, அது வந்து பெரிய விஷயம் இல்லை. What is very relevant is ஒவ்வொரு கம்பெனிலையும் multiple opportunities இருக்கு. இன்னைக்கு வந்து there are a lot of students who come in, ஒரு வருஷம் 2 வருஷம் வேலை பண்ணுறாங்க, அதுக்கப்புறம் இன்னொரு கம்பெனிக்கு போகணுன்றாங்க, எங்கேயோ பாம்பேக்கு போகணும், டெல்லிக்கு போகணுன்றாங்க. I mean, we all understand, yes, people need to get more and more exposure so that their career will be, much broader. ஆனால் இன்னைக்கு அந்த ஒரு ஸ்லைடில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா அந்த ஒரு அம்பர்லால இந்தியாவில் கிடைக்கிற எல்லா ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸும் இந்த கம்பெனிஸில் இருக்கு. என்ன ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைக்கும்? இன்னைக்கு வந்து அவன் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டாக அவங்க வந்து எதனா ஒன்றுத்தில் ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். பட் இஃப் தே ஹேவ் த டேலண்ட், இஃப் தே ஹேவ் தி ஆஸ்பிரேஷன், இஃப் தே ஹேவ் தி initiative to take up a new assignment, we can give. எங்கள் கம்பெனியில் Vee Technologiesல பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா we have at least a good number of people who have been with us for close to 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, 18 years. ஆனால் அவங்க என்ன அப்படியே இருந்தாங்களா? இல்லை, they all started at a very, very associate level, starting level. இன்னைக்கு அவங்க வந்து they are managing a complete vertical. இன்சூரன்ஸ்ல இருக்கிறாரு, கம்ப்ளைன்ஸ்ல இருக்கிறாங்க, அந்த மாதிரி. So they all came from different disciplines, but they are all doing very, very well today. Their growth is something that as a company we have provided. We have seen what their talent is, we have seen what they are capable of doing, and accordingly those opportunities are being provided. So this is the message. In the message வந்து உங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு போகணும். It is not just இன்னைக்கு ஒரு கம்பெனியில் வரோம், ஏதோ ஒரு வேலை பண்ணுறோம், இன்னொரு கம்பெனிக்கு போகிறோன்றது கிடையவே கிடையாது. இதில் இருக்கிற எல்லா கம்பெனிஸ்லையும் பலவிதமான ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் இருக்கு. ஸோ இன்னைக்கு ஒரு கிராஜுவேஷன் முடிச்சுட்டு நம்ம குரூப்பில் வந்து சேர்றாங்கனாக்கா அடுத்த 20 வருஷத்துக்கு அவங்களுக்கு கவலைப்பட வேணும். The growth is so much there that and if they want to do all of that sitting in Salem, that is also feasible. அவங்க போய் கொஞ்ச நாள் சென்னை பார்க்கணுமா, சென்னையில் வேலை இருக்கு. கொஞ்ச நாள் போய் ஹைதராபாத்தில் பார்க்கணுமா, ஹைதராபாத் பார்த்துட்டு ஒரு வருஷம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணணுமா, அதுவும் பண்ணலாம். நாளைக்கு we are planning to open a center in Philippines. ஸோ அங்கே போய் ஒரு வருஷம் ஒர்க் பண்ணணுமா, மணிலா போய் பார்க்கணுமா, பண்ணலாம். ஸோ without looking for another opportunity, another company where அந்த கம்பெனிக்கு போனால் திருப்பி முதல்லேருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கணும் இல்லையா? நம்ம வந்து ஒரு இடத்துல இருந்துட்டு ஒரு எஸ்டாப்ளிஷ் பண்ணிடுறோம். இன்னொரு கம்பெனிக்கு போகும்போது என்னதான் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருந்தாலும் you have to still start from scratch. ஸோ அதெல்லாம் இல்லாமல் நம்ம குரூப்லேயே வந்துட்டு they can keep growing. Their career growth is assured, guaranteed. All that we need is, we need them to understand, we need them to put that effort. நாங்கள் கொடுக்குற ட்ரைனிங்கை நல்ல ட்ரைனிங்கில் வந்து நல்லா கற்றுண்டு அந்தந்த ப்ராசஸ்ஸை அந்தந்த வேலையை வந்து ஒழுங்காக பண்ணாங்கனாக்கா, I mean, there is no doubt about their growth. அவங்க வந்து ஃபியூச்சரில் 10 கம்பெனியில் போய் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறது வந்து நம்ம ஒரு குரூப்லேயே வந்துட்டு they can get all those opportunities. So that is what I want to really convey, and that is what I want you to take home, think about it, and then tomorrow when you meet your students, convey it to them. because you have seen all of it, right? And unga students வந்து இங்க கூட்டிட்டு வந்து காமிக்கணும்னாக்கா please let us know. We will be too happy. இன்னைக்கு உங்களெல்லாம் கூப்பிட்டு காமிச்ச மாதிரி you suppose you want your students to come and visit or industry visit மாதிரியும் இருக்கும். They can spend some time, with some of our leaders, try to understand இது என்ன மாதிரி வேலை, இதுக்கு என்னென்ன ஸ்கோப் இருக்கு, எப்படி அவங்க grow ஆவாங்க. If they want those kind of questions to be answered, bring them. We can, make them spend half day, one day, whatever that is required. Because அதெல்லாம் பண்ணாதான் வந்து அவங்களுக்கும் ஒரு எக்ஸ்போஷர் கிடைக்கும். இது வந்து நம்ம டொமெஸ்டிக் கம்பெனி இந்தியாவில் இருக்கு, சேலம்ல இருக்கிற கம்பெனி, பட் கிளைண்ட்ஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா ஆல் ஓவர் த வேர்ல்ட். ஸோ அவங்களோட எக்ஸ்போஷர் வில் பி வெரி டிஃப்ரெண்ட். எங்களுக்கு வந்து யூஎஸ்ல கிளைண்ட்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, யூரோப்ல கிளைண்ட்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. We have clients in Middle East. So இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா each exposure is very, very different from the other, and they get all of that sitting in one place. So that is the benefit that the students will have. So இது வந்து this is my request to all of you. Please bring your students. We will explain to them what is in store for them. அவங்களோட next future வந்து எப்படி ஹெல்ப் பண்ண முடியும், என்னென்ன பண்ண முடியும்ன்றது வந்து we can explain to them. So that will be of great what I would say contribution that you can take forward. So with that I think யாருக்கெல்லாம் எதனா டவுட் இருக்கா? Any questions from anybody, please? Maybe, I didn't communicate well, so there are no questions.
So actually, I'm seeing a different kind of world over here. As a principal of Sona College of Technology, I have to say first of all thanks to our chairman Valliappa sir, who sowed the seed way back in 1984, and he has started the IT industries gateway, for India from Bangalore. Okay, and why I started saying that I'm seeing a different kind of world over here. Normally, those days are gone. Those days, as the principal, we used to go to different companies and check with their team members to find out is there any opportunities for our kids who are studying in our college. Now, I'm seeing a different kind of world over here, wherein a company has come over here, Fortune top 500 companies. The name is there, that Vee Technologies and Group. That company is coming forward and telling us, these are the opportunities available for our kids to get themselves enrolled with this kind of team, right? It's a great opportunity or not? Are you all, accepting my point? If you accept, please give a round of applause for them. It's a wonderful opportunity, so for which, I should thank on behalf of entire academicians, principals, professors, placement directors, coordinators, all those people are there. So on behalf of everyone, I would like to thank Chairman and Mr. Chocko, for this wonderful opportunity which you have, given every one of us, to every one of us. And now, sir, you are telling that you are looking for more than 3,000 people. That's what I could understand for different verticals. Is there any specific, skill set which you are looking for? Say, for example, technology. You have, good numbers. Is there any specific skill set that if you are looking for, if you can explain to such kind of people, definitely they will take it up and they will train their students in such a way that they can join with our team.
Definitely.
No,
We already have that, sir. We already have that.
Training இருக்கு.
Training பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். See, இப்போ எப்படின்னாக்கா, I mean, since you touched upon life sciences kind of a skill set, see, what we do is, அந்த கோடிங்ன்ற ஒரு ப்ராசஸ்க்கு வந்துட்டு லைஃப் சயின்சஸ் பேக்ரவுண்ட் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், ரைட்? ஸோ மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் யுவர் காலேஜஸ் யூ know do teach anatomy, physiology, physiology, all of that you teach. ஆனால் அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து அது when they come to us for training, that is not sufficient. What you are doing in the college is not sufficient when it comes to these anatomy, physiology and parophysiology. So அதனால நாங்க வந்து அதுக்கு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ட்ரைனிங் கொடுத்து அதுக்கப்புறம் we take them for coding. Whereas, when we start interacting with you, we can tell you how to, make your anatomy, physiology tweak a little bit. அது கொஞ்சம் மாற்றி இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ட்ரைனிங் நீங்கள் வந்து காலேஜ்லேயே கொடுத்து அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்தாங்கனாக்கா, it will be easier for them to understand what we are trying to do in medical coding.
Question is, Vee Technology medical coding institute நீங்க ஒரு ஆரம்பிச்சீங்கன்னா, ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து அவங்க they were sent like summer internship மாதிரி ஒரு 3 months வந்து அவங்க காலேஜ்ல இருந்து அனுப்பி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க.
Oh, okay. I mean, we already have a training.
ஒரு காலேஜ் medical training போறதுக்கு now institute in the name of Vee Technology medical coding institute, where it is medical coding, where the students can send to different colleges and they will participate.
Yeah, so why don't we have Bhuvaneshwari please come and can you just share in 1 minute how your students transform, how much they earn when they graduated, if you can share.
So good evening everyone, thank you for the wonderful opportunity. So I'm heading the Department of Biotechnology from Sona College of Arts and Science. Actually, the journey of biotech in Sona has started just because of Vee Tech. They never had a biology department in the group of institutions, but just because of Vee Tech, and they are in need of biotechnology students, our chairman and vice chairman has sanctioned to start the biotechnology department. And here the students, they are given training in the first year itself in anatomy and physiology, as Murali sir rightly said. And we have extra classes. We have, even though we are affiliated to Periyar University, we have just given time for the students so which they are trained by the BHMS or doctorates, so that they can have anatomy and physiology in a different version, not as a subject what we have learned in the school or in colleges. And in the second year, when their students enter the second year, they interested because biotechnology students, they just wanted to have some higher education, they wanted to pursue some MSc courses also. So few of them left the training process, whereas most of them just entered into the medical coding. And people from Vee Technology, they came directly to the campus and they will be taking classes in medical coding, and they equip them. And then in the final year, when they just came in the 5th semester, okay, they are directly recruited as an employee, as a consultant for the Vee Technology, and they started earning around 35,000 per month as a consultant. Even they are not as a full employee, they are being given as a consultant services, and they started earning. They are sitting in their home and they are doing the Vee Tech medical coding part, and they earned around 35. And once they got a degree, once they graduated, they got around 65 to 75,000 when they joined as a consultant. So that's the journey of biotech students in our college. Since it's our system concern, they are easily recruited. But my advice for the arts and science college principals and other people over here is train your students in anatomy and physiology, so which our Vee Tech team will get your people, and they will give the special internship or medical coding training intensively. When you finish, when the students finish the course, they are taking up the students and they are giving 3 weeks of intensive coaching in medical coding, and after that they have to pass an exam, and those students are immediately recruited in Vee Tech. So that's the way they do for the outside students, whereas since we are in this group, our students are taken as a part-time consultant in the third year itself. So that's the story goes up, and even first batch students have been placed here, and our second batch students are ready for onboarding. So thanks, once again, thanks to the chairman and vice chairman for this. So life sciences students, because sir has just given 1,000 students are needed from biotech and microbiology, isn't it? So if we equip the students in anatomy and physiology, they are ready to give us medical coding training for our students, and that can be turned into 100% placement also. That's what sir needs, really 1,000 to 2,000 life sciences students. So that he's ready to give us jobs. Only thing is we have to equip our students according to their strategy. Thank you. Yes, it was difficult. Definitely it was difficult because students are students and they are in the college and they wanted to skip off some classes, they won't attend some of the classes. So some difficulties are there here and there. But at last, the success story was too good and they inspired the juniors also. So juniors are very much inspired because of the success story and they are ready to join immediately. So it was very tough, and to make them to sit in the campus is also very tough. So, but it went on well, and we have the success story of placing our biotech students.
And இது வந்து
Biotech and microbiology.
இல்ல அதான், that is what I was going to say.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
The students also they are doing work there.
Yeah.
So my question is, we have a 22 years Vaishali for biotechnology, 100 students are studying there. We are teaching only for based on the Periyar University syllabus. So medical coding, lot of persons they are taking the different classes. You can form a syllabus. First you form a syllabus for medical coding and kindly send the syllabus to all the colleges. Ask them to conduct this type of syllabus for recruitment purpose.
Sir, நீங்க பெரியார் யூனிவர்சிட்டி காலேஜ்.
நாங்கள் பெரியார் யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் வைஷா காலேஜ் பிரின்சிபல் பேசுகிறேன் சார்.
ஆமாங்க. நீங்க ஒரு 2-3 வீக்ஸ் பேக் நாங்க பெரியார் யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்கு இதே மாதிரி ஒரு இது பண்ணோம். உங்க வைஸ் சான்சலர் கிட்ட இதை பத்தி பேசியிருக்கோம். He has very clearly accepted that he will help in tweaking the syllabus.
அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் சிலபஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி அனுப்பிச்சாலும் சரி, இல்லை நீங்கள் ஃபார்ம் பண்ணி காலேஜ் அனுப்பிச்சாலும் சரி. ஏன்னா இப்போ என்ன நடக்கிறது அப்படிங்கிறது நாங்கள் யோசிக்கணும்ல காலேஜில்.
டெஃபினட்டாக அது வந்து that process is already done.
இப்போ அனாட்டமினா உங்கள் பயோடெக்னாலஜி ஃபேக்கல்டிஸ் கிளாஸ் எடுத்துருவாங்க. அதர் டிசிப்ளின் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸுக்கு வந்து கிளாஸ் இருக்குன்னா பயோடெக் ஃபேக்கல்டி தான் போய் எடுக்கணும் மெடிக்கல் கோடிங் டீல்ஸ். அனாட்டமி இல்லை, அதுவும் சிலபஸ் இல்லை.
Sir, they prefer life sciences students for medical coding, that is for sure. And what I did was, in our college, in our department, we have a NMSc course, non-major elective course. So we have to choose an elective subject from other courses. So biochemistry syllabus, they have anatomy and physiology syllabus. That's yes, sir. But anyhow, we teach them also. Apart from the regular teaching, we prefer the paper and we teach them that one also, sir. Yes, sir, definitely. Sir, anatomy physiology is just a basic course. After that, they have to give medical training.
Yes, on the curriculum, we share with them. That's what they are asking.
Nama, we will share it with you.
Yes, sir.
We will share it with you.
So we are following biochemistry NMSc paper, and apart from that, people are giving special training in anatomy. And medical coding has to be given by Vee Tech only, sir.
What we do for all the colleges which have come here and in Salem, if they are interested in medical coding, like Infosys has Campus Connect and other things, we will, if they tell this is the person who is going to train, we will train them. We will train your trainers.
இப்போ அதே மாதிரி இப்போ நம்ம சோனா காலேஜ்லயும் வந்து we select the trainer, right? We interview the trainer and the trainer becomes part and parcel of their department.
Otherwise you can do you ask them on faculty from your institute or some places, you will train for one faculty, that faculty
Exactly. அதேதான் நான் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். Same thing. We are doing the same thing with.
So this year, what I did was I selected a trainer from Vee Tech side itself. They are just given as a employee of our college, faculty of our college. And first year they will be giving anatomy and physiology, whereas second year they are going to train medical coding syllabus for the trainer, and that trainer will be equipping the students. That's the plan, and it's in the way.
And உங்க காலேஜ் பக்கத்துல வேற எதனா காலேஜஸ் இருக்கு, அங்கேயும் life sciences students irukanga, we can club all of that together. That is also something that is possible, definitely possible. We can work it out. And நீங்க இன்னும் கேட்டீங்க life sciences மட்டும் தானா அப்படின்னு. Life sciences, one of the things that we need. We also need people like computer science எடுத்தீங்கன்னாக்கா, BSc computer science அந்த மாதிரி எடுத்தீங்கன்னாக்கா எங்களுக்கு ஐடியில் ஆடுவோம். இங்கிலீஷ் நல்ல கம்யூனிகேஷன் இருக்கிறவங்க, we need them. ஸோ நீங்கள் எந்த ஒரு டிசிப்ளின் எடுத்துட்டாலும் we have requirement in our group companies. Not only in Vee Technologies, we may have an opportunity in one of our group companies. So any of the discipline, English computer science, even commerce graduates, we need them, right? So irrespective of what the students are specializing in, we need in almost every discipline.
Sir, good evening, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. The same presentation we have had just, I think, two years before, sir. Now we see the company growing, Vee Technology. So that time we have only very few companies. Now we are happy that, sir, you have shown more than 15 companies for your presentation. We really enjoyed. And also we have visited the Vee Technology. It's an excellent environment, sir. Definitely we have to take our students and show at least if you have some schedule, definitely we can take our students and inspire them, sir. And one question directly to you, sir. So as a teachers, we need continuous enhancement of our students syllabus. So that syllabus is also for especially teaching the different disciplines. So we have diploma institution, arts college, engineering college, and even engineering college we have BE, ME, doctorate level. So often our chairman asks ME students enga construction management irundha ivlo construction irukke yen neenga koodi poi kaata maadinga enga diploma students pathina neenga ore area idu pandreenga andha mari நம்ம chairman pathina is more than civil engineer. அந்த மாதிரி பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவ்ல இப்போ நம்ம Vee Technology பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நாங்கள் இப்போ என்ன கேட்குறோம்னா we need industrial support. இப்போ சொல்ற மாதிரி just frame the syllabus for the each discipline. இப்போ சார் சொல்ற மாதிரி எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ஆர்கிடெக்சர் கம்பெனியில் வந்து இவ்வளோ ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சார் சொல்றாருன்னா எங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் 2 years அவன் வந்து படிக்கிறான், ஆர்கிடெக்சர் படிக்கிறான். அதுக்கு வந்து ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லல, பியாண்ட் அவர் சிலபஸ் definitely we can offer them as audit course because our institution are autonomous institution. அதை கைது spend that time. So அது மட்டும் இல்லை, முக்கியமான விஷயம் இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வைஸ் சேர்மன் சார் எங்களுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கொடுத்தாரு ஃபார் டெவலப்பிங் த சோனா ஹோம்ஸ் ஆப்க்கு வந்து. அதுக்கு ரியலி தேங்க்ஸ் சார். அதுக்கு எங்கள் பிரின்சிபால் சார் வந்து ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு ஸ்பார்க் மாதிரி கைட் பண்ணி ஸ்டார்டிங்ல இருந்து நாங்கள் we have discussed everything and formed the homes. இன்னைக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வரைக்கும் they are using the homes, they are studying the downloading the drawing பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவ்வளோ பர்ஃபெக்டா நோ ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஷனல் ஆர்கிடெக்ட் வந்து மந்த்லி டுகெதர் உட்கார டீடைல் வந்து நமக்கு வந்து சிங்கிள் செகண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் இதில் வந்து கிடைக்குது. அந்த அளவுக்கு இன்ஜினியரிங் சைடில் நம்ம வந்து டெவலப் ஆயிருக்கோம். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச் ஃபார் த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. ஸோ இந்த இதில் வந்து எங்கள் சேர்மன் சாராக இருக்கோம், வைஸ் சேர்மன் சார் இருக்கோம். ஸோ பாலிடெக்னிக் சார்பில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நாங்கள் 2 இருக்கு சார், கார்த்திகேயன் சார் பிரின்சிபால் சார் தலைமையில் வந்து நாங்கள் பண்ணலாம். ஒன்று வந்து சோனா ஹோம்ஸ் வந்து, ஒன்று வந்து வைத்தியம் லேப். ரெண்டுலேயுமே ஈவன் த ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி லேர்ன் லாட் சார். டிஃப்ரெண்ட் இது வந்து வி ஹவ் லேர்ன் லாட் நியூ மெட்டீரியல்ஸு, பிளானிங்கு, எக்யூப்மெண்ட். ஸோ இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம Vee Technology கூட we are very closely associating the Polytechnic under the leadership of our principal sir, and thank you very much for the opportunity given. Definitely the ஒரு பாயிண்ட் மட்டும் நீங்கள் எங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணணும். how you are going to எங்கள் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸை வந்து உங்களுக்கு நீங்கள் நிறைய கிராஸ் பண்ணணும். பிகாஸ் டாப் மோஸ்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் we are having. அது பண்ணோம்னா எங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு சின்ன சிலபஸ், ஒரு ட்ரெயினர் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி, அது மட்டும் இனிஷியலாக கொஞ்சம் நீங்கள் இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா டெஃபினெட்லி we can pick up. இது வந்து லாங் டேர்ம் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்ல வந்து நம்ம கம்பெனிக்கு நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸை கிராஸ் பண்றதுக்கு இதா இருக்கு.
Definitely, yes. We have already started
yes, sir.
in arts and science.
And we need other
branches. No
yes,
problem at all.
எங்க Karthikeyan is there.
Yes, sir.
I want to just share one quick minute. It's getting late, so yeah.
Sir, excuse me, sir, just a few minutes. Sir, very pleasant evening to all. These are giving wonderful opportunity to us. I thank our chairman, the vice chairman, for this group of companies. We are the employee of that single roof. That all the technologies are in single roof. Definitely we carry out all the things to our students, sir. The same one request for you, sir. Actually, as with the new curriculum as it is, we give internship or required for the students. We be on part of with Vee Technologies. We could be send our students to be internship. The same time as a mechanical and production students, we be design and be a drafting side be strong in it, sir. That we will be sharpening and take that exclusive for that curriculum cap. It could be a request for that one. We'll make it up, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity, sir. We'll interact.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah,
Sir, welcome, sir. Karthala Pakla.
Sir, thank you very much. Good evening. And dynamic vice chairman, and more than dynamic vice chairman, I am seeing a fire not only on the rise, the fire on the whole body. And every day you are growing that. I am very happy that you are growing. Your company is growing. The number of employees are growing and giving economic status to the families. So that's a greatness. So thanks to the chairman for giving the great support to the vice chairman and CEO of Vee Technologies. And you shared all the details of the companies and what are the actions you are performing, what are the activities you are performing here. But the most interesting factor I would like from you is the fitness. You are a very much fittest person in the Sona Group of institution. So very quickly I would like that more than this company. You can do it. You can do it. Not only the Rovana is telling that you are time with or interacting with the 15 companies or 50 companies, that you can do it. But the most part of mine is use fitness. So each and every people sitting here, you have to give concentration and focus on making the fitness. That is the most important thing we have to keep in our life. So the fitness is the most important part. I think Varun fit up. So subtle weight our you are here. So we are virtual partners. And thank you very much. And not only as a principal of Thiagarajar Polytechnic, we are consultant to the Vee Technologies. And we did two projects so far. One is Sona Homes and another is Sona TPT Mycelium Lab. And today morning, Vice Chairman has inaugurated the Mycelium Lab. So on behalf of Thiagarajar Polytechnic and the entire group of institutions, we congratulate you for inaugurating the Mycelium Lab in our group of institutions and wish the company must grow as like as Vee Technologies. And third point is he has given a challenge. He always gives challenges to us. He wanted to give a design that 3 flag posts he has to erect in Vee Technologies. That is the Mamangam site, not only Mamangam site, the SESL site. The flag post is 150 feet height, another flag post is 100 feet height, another flag post is 100 feet, 120, 100. So 150, 120, 100 feet, more flag post. So he has given a design to us. Initially we had a fear that can be able to design it, so we want to take the help of a good friend Mr. Yevi Seharitini here. Then finally we decided that we can do it that. So 3 type of analysis we did it. One is connecting the beams. The 3 poles we are designing that with the help of Logunan and Vairamani. So we did design by connecting the beams. Then it is coming, the moment created at the bottom of the flag is cannot be able to, unpredictable. So the design may be correct or not, we do not know. So we have designed rack foundations. And rack foundation also it is becoming uneconomical, unviable economical. So individual pile foundation we have done, and yesterday also we explained to him also he appreciated. So that kind of challenges and he is giving from Vee Technology to the Polytechnic. We always take part, you being a consultant. See, not only as a teacher, now we are becoming a consultant to the Vee Technology. So we are learning that. You are giving the challenges and we are learning that. So not only giving the job to the students and you are giving talk to the professors, that I like very much. So right now we have 1,800 job roles here available here. And இனிமேல் சொல்லும்போது நான் தியாகராஜர் பாலிடெக்னிக்கில் அட்மிஷன் சொல்லும்போது எனக்கு இனிமேல் ஐநார் தேவையில்லை. ஐநார் எப்படியாவது எனக்கு வேலை வாங்கி கொடுத்துருன்னு சொல்லுவேன். இப்போ எனக்கு தேவையே இல்லை. வி டெக்னாலஜி ஒன்று இருக்கு. ஸோ நீங்கள் வாங்க, உங்களுக்கு வேலையும் அசூரன்ஸ் இருக்கு அப்படின்ட்டு. அதே மாதிரி பயோடெக்னாலஜி வந்து இதில் ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது, ஆர்ட்ஸ் காலேஜில் ஆரம்பிக்கும் போது எல்லாரும் சொன்னாங்க இதில் அட்மிஷன் வராது, இதெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் வராது. கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ்க்கு வரும், காமர்ஸ்க்கு வரும், அதுக்கு வரும், இதுக்கு வரும். சிம்பிள் ரிப்ளை, நீங்கள் எத்தனை பேர் சேர்றாங்களோ அத்தனை பேருக்கு நான் ஃபீஸ் வந்து கொடுக்குறேன் அப்படின்னு by giving the job. So that is the success of running the biotechnology in the arts college is very successful. So I'm very and we are very happy that I learned a lot from chairman. The civil engineering is learn பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். So that is now it is being useful to the Vee Technologies also. So Venkatesan Irkar, my good friend, is giving a lot of inputs also. அது நல்ல அருமையான இன்புட். இன்ஸ்டியூட் ஆரம்பிக்க வேண்டாம், நம்மளோட போட்டிக்கு வர வேண்டாம், அவங்களுக்கு நாமளே அவங்களோட கரிக்குலம் வாங்கி அவங்களுக்கு ட்ரைன் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருவோம். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் a good idea also, and maybe 1 or 2 months after we will invite all the principals of nearby engineering colleges and polytechnic and arts colleges, and specifically we can give a detail about what is the curriculum will be offered for each and every courses or each and every skills is required by the Vee Technologies. And also I suggest that, and you can frame the syllabus for each and every skill set or each and every job in your website, and which are the institutions will be interested. You can get a MOU with us and we will try and do இந்த மாதிரி போட்டிங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்கள் எல்லாம் வர ஆரம்பிச்சிடும்.
Sure.
I think we will get maybe another 2 or 3 months we will get 2,000 students or something like that.
Sure.
And thank you very much Mr. Muralidhar also. He is supporting very long to Vee Technologies. And thank you very much. God bless you all. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, the medical coding concept of the development.
Oh yes, definitely.
இல்ல அதான் சார்.
Sure.
அவங்க வெப்சைட்ல போட்டுட்டு which are the institution much be interested அப்படின்னா அவங்களோட MOI நம்ம சைன் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த கம்பெனி நாட் த்ரூ தி we are not waiting for Periyar University. அங்க இருந்து நமக்கு இது தேவையில்லை. Value addition courses are we can run it.
Contact other colleges around Salem. We can share with
Very simple. வெப்சைட்ல நீங்க வந்து என்ன சிலபஸ் என்னன்னு போட்டீங்க அப்படின்னா இல்ல
வெப்சைட்ல போட்டு சிலபஸ் பார்க்கலாம் சார். நீங்களே வந்து அந்த மெடிக்கல் கோடிங் 30 hours 40 hours இ கண்டென்ட் நிறைய டெவலப் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. யூடியூப்ல போட்டு இ கண்டென்ட் டெவலப் பண்ணியாச்சுன்னா அந்த காலேஜில் சொல்லிடுவோம் இது மாதிரி திஸ் கண்டென்ட் இஸ் டெவலப்டு பை Vee Technology. ஆஃப்டர் லேர்னிங் ஆல் தீஸ் கண்டென்ட்ஸ் யூ கேன் கெட் தி ஜாப். ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வந்து எல்லாம் எனிபடி கேன் சி.
இப்போ லேர்னிங் கான்டென்ட் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் சிஸ்டம்னு ஒரு இ-லேர்னிங் பிளாட்ஃபார்ம் நாங்களாம் பண்ணுறோம். we have developed in association with input from NASCOM மற்ற பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ அதில் we put the content and the students are ready to enroll.
கரெக்ட் சார். எல்லாமே படிச்சிருவாங்க ஃப்ரீ. எப்படி போட்டுக்கலாம் சார், ட்ரெயின் பண்ணிக்கலாம், அவ்வளோதான். இந்த ஃப்ரீ கண்டென்ட்டை வந்து ஈஸியாக ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸும் படிச்சுக்கலாம் சார். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Thank you.
Most friendly person and powerful person in Salem as a long-term arts college.
32 years.
Thank you.
ஆனால் அவங்க வயசு 32 years மாதிரியே தெரியல.
காலநாம சார் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் தான் சார். 6 வருஷம் அவருக்கு அந்த கிளாஸ் இருக்கு. 96 சார். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பேட்ச் இல்லை ஒரு மரியாதை குரூப் மரியாதை இருக்கிறார் சார். தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ சேர்மன் சார். தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ.
Any other questions?
Any questions? Anybody?
So my name is Muralidhar, principal in charge Sri Ganesh College of Arts and Science. ஸோ இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி நமக்கு இருக்குது. ஸோ இப்போ மேக்ஸிமம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம காலேஜஸில் வில்லேஜஸ்லேருந்து நிறைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட் வராங்க. ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ நீங்கள் சொன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு யூடியூப் வீடியோஸ் இதெல்லாம் நம்ம லிங்க் கொடுக்கும்போது ஸோ அவங்களுக்கு நிறைய இது வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு அவேர்னஸ் கிரியேட் ஆகும். சரிங்களா? ஸோ நம்ம கான்டாக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து அந்த படிக்கிற கோர்ஸுக்கான என்ன ஜாப் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி இருக்குன்னே நிறைய ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு நமக்கு தெரியும். ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு நம்ம அந்த அவேர்னஸ்க்காக நீங்கள் ஒரு வீடியோஸ் கொடுத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பாக அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு வெரி யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும் சார். ஸோ தேங்க்யூ சார்.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Yeah, I think everybody is hungry now.
Yeah.
So we we request all of you to have dinner and then
So on behalf of Sona Group of Institution and Chairman, Vice Chairman, CEO of Vee Technologies, Vee Groups, I personally thank all the principals who have come over here on a personal invitation, and head of departments of Sona Group of Institutions, administrative officers of Sona Group of Institutions, and other dignitaries. A wonderful day for this evening. So we have all known that what is the strength of Vee Technology. We are aware that, but today we learned that these are all the companies are behind the Vee Technologies there, is doing all the more miracles and achievements. Really a wonderful day for us, and this should not be stopped here itself, it should grow. So I request all the heads and the principals, please take this forward to the students, and they should be benefited. As Pandey mentioned, principal mentioned, company inge vandadukku நம்ம company இங்க இருந்து சார் சொன்னாரு, கம்பெனி வந்து தேடி வராங்க. இது வந்து எங்கேயுமே நடந்தது இல்லை. என்ன ஒரு வைச்சார்மனுடைய ஆதரவுன்னா, ஒரு சேலத்தில் ஒரு Vee Technology இருக்கு, குரூப் இருக்கு, அதை கொண்டு வரணும். சேலம் எல்லாரும் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி ஆமாம், ஹைட்ராபாத் திருச்சியெல்லாம் போகிறோம். ஸோ நாங்கள் ஒரு எஸ்டிமேட் பண்ண சொன்னார்
எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். நாங்கள் இங்கே Vee Technologies இருக்கிறத பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மேக்ஸிமம் சோனா குரூப் பிள்ளைகளாக தான் படியிருக்காங்க. அண்ட் மற்ற காலேஜில் ரொம்ப கம்மியாக தான் இருக்காங்க. we don't know why you are not sending. நீங்கள் எப்படி ஏதாச்சும் கஷ்டம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா சொல்லுங்கள், நாங்களே வந்து உங்கள்கிட்ட சொல்கிறோம். அண்ட் இப்போ பாருங்கள், இன்றைக்கி தான் we have just signed 12,000 square feet contract to Trichy for employment of 600 people. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி கேள்வி நம்மளே சேலத்திலே நம்ம பண்ணக்கூடாது. அண்ட் இன்னைக்கு காலையில் அந்த மஷ்ரூம் லேப் ஓப்பன் பண்ணாங்க. so much of opportunity. நீ பேப்பரில் கூட வந்திருக்கு. ஏன்னா they say more than 5 lakhs varieties of mushroom இருக்குங்கிறாங்க. So there is going to be so many medicines out of that. இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பிரைம் மினிஸ்டர் இவ்வளோ பிரமாதமாக நடத்துகிறாங்கன்னா அதுக்கு அவர் he takes so much of mushroom every day. That is one of the reason he is able to deliver.
Daily காலையில் mushroom.
So there is a lot of opportunity. நீங்கள் Sona College வாங்க, Vee Technology வாங்க, definitely we are here to help. நாங்கள் இந்த 20 years back இங்கே ஆரம்பிக்கல, ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டோம். வேலைக்கு சேர்றதுக்கு லேடிஸ் எல்லாம் வரவே மாட்டேன்னாங்க. அங்கே பக்கத்து வீட்டுக்காரர் சொல்கிறாங்க, அந்த பொண்ணு நான் ராத்திரி போயிட்டு வர்றேன் அப்படிலாம் தெரியினாங்க அப்படின்ட்டு. ஸோ நாங்கள் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு கொடைக்கானல் லேடிஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டி வைஸ் சான்சலர் கூட பேச சொல்லி நாங்கள் வந்துட்டு சாயந்தரம் கார் அடித்து கூட்டிகிட்டு வரணும், காலையில் கொண்டு விட்டுறோம், எண்ட் டு எண்ட் அப்படிலாம் சொல்லி இன்னைக்கு லாட் ஆஃப் girls are working in that.
But that time night shift was full night shift was needed. If night shift could have வேலை செய்ய வேணாம். I mean they can work first and second shift in this not போதும். Night shift only the call centers are required.
நான் முதல்ல ரிக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணி கொண்டாந்து போடலாம் அப்படிங்கிறது they were all against. அதெல்லாம் ஏன் போட வேண்டாம். நான் சொல்றேன், whatever will be the loss I will bear to that. After that we started. Now we have grown and we have 3 centers here in Salem. So we need the support of now the arts college, engineering college also.
Sorry, like mementos. Principals with mementos. Yeah, come on.
And we are also happy that all of our principals of our group are also helping in developing so many things in our institutions. So once again, I would like to thank every one of you for participating today, and I am sure that it will kindle you, and then a lot of your students will come to our companies. Thank you very much.
So second the summary என்ன அப்படின்னா, as per the principal's request and the head of the department's request, we framed the syllabus. The syllabus will be circulated to all the colleges within 15 days, sir. 10 days.
Yeah.
10 days.
முயற்சி பண்ணீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பாக எங்களுக்கு அனுப்ப முடியும். எங்கள் காலேஜிலேருந்து நாங்கள் முயற்சி பண்ணி 10 பேர் ஜப்பானீஸ்க்கு அனுப்பிச்சிருக்கோம். இன்னைக்கு ஜப்பானில் வேலை செய்கிறான். அவனுக்கு சொல்லிக் கொடுத்து they have learned about 3 courses. அதனால் நீங்கள் பண்ணினீங்கன்னா கண்டிப்பாக it will be a very successful journey.
So we request our Vee Technologies to take step on finding that is creating the curriculum and the video presentation about what is the coding methods and other things. So we circulate to all the colleges, engineering and the arts colleges and our different verticals. So once again I thank all the dignitaries and what is the
He wanted to share exciting things.
Good evening, all of you. I am Dr. Subramanian Shastri, Director AEC Services, Vee Technologies. First of all, sincere thanks to our CEO for giving this opportunity to share some of my experience with Sona College of Technology students and Thiagarajar Polytechnic College students. Past 3 years, I have recruited around 50 students from Sona College of Technology and Thiagarajar Polytechnic College. They are working on projects based out of US, sitting in Salem. As our CEO was mentioning 30 minutes back, people sitting in Salem designing projects related to American environment. That's what is happening in Vee Technologies in Salem.
He's in the construction area.
I am into the architectural, engineering and construction domain, wherein we have recruited mechanical students from Sona College of Technology, Dr. Senthil Kumar, EEE students from Sona College of Technology, and civil students from Sona College of Technology. Dr. Malati or anybody from civil can vouch for it. I will give 6 examples of recent 2 years. 2 students, one from Rasipuram and one from Namakkal, who studied in our Sona College of Technology, working in our organization right now, are designing mobile network towers based in New York on how to migrate from 4G to 5G. They are designing the towers from our Salem office. 2 students who studied in Sona College of Technology Mechanical Engineering, sitting in our office in SCZ Salem, they are designing one of the prominent hospital based out of Chicago in US. What kind of medical gases are required? What kind of atmosphere are required for a surgery room in a hospital based in Chicago? They are designing from Salem. 2 students who studied electrical engineering in Sona College of Technology sitting in Salem, they are designing one of the largest medical center based out of Georgia, US, on surgery rooms, patient rooms and consultation rooms sitting in Salem. That's the kind of power Vee Technologies is having in joint venture with the Sona College in terms of technology innovation. So they are working on the advanced technology and they are providing services to US environment. So please try to understand the power of Vee Technologies, and the students came from Sona College of Technology. Once again, thanks to our chairman for providing such a wonderful students to our organization. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shastri. I know it's getting late for everyone, especially for ladies who have to go back home. So I think we also want to actually thank the principals who come from colleges outside of the Sona Group also. So I would request the principals to stay from the other colleges, and maybe the others can proceed for dinner, which is outside. So
Okay. No. Yeah, fine.
So So I'll request the principals to stay back. Maybe we just want to hand over a small memento from our side, thanking you for taking the trouble to come. And for everyone else, dinner is open outside. So, okay. Okay, Dr. Kadir is the MC for the movement.
Yeah, I request our chairman to please proceed for the movement of the please. Yes, sir. So, I request Vice Chairman and Principal sir please to come. Rajakumari ma'am for the Bharatiya Arts Kitchen. And I will. Sellu Kumar from Kari Arts and Science College.
வைஸ் சான்சலர் சொல்லியிருக்கோம். ஏன்னா ஆந்திராவில் எல்லாம் இருக்கு.
Kamadeva Arts and Science College Principal. Jairam Arts and Science College.
Yeah, after Rajesh, how are we going to interact further? So you should maybe tell them. So the next steps, Rajesh.
Sardar College.
Yeah. Sure, again. Thank you.
So while we continue with the handing over of mementos, just for all the principals who've come here, if I can just take a minute.
So Rajesh is saying he has 300 students, biotechnology.
We'll take all of them.
Microbiology. He wants the contact number. So
Yeah. So I think just for all the principals who have come over here, while I know that we already have your details with Dr. Kadir, I think what we will do is, Dr. Kadir, you have everyone's numbers. You have the numbers of all the principals. So what we will do is we will reach out to all of you personally. And
Thank you, sir.
I think, like I mentioned earlier, we are looking at hiring a lot of freshers, especially from the 2022 batch. So we will reach out to you and we will get in touch with you so that we can come to your campus and or have an opportunity where your students can apply to Vee Technologies and get selected for an opportunity with us. So we will reach out to all of you personally. Okay? Excellent. Thank you very much.